Unity is our strength, diversity is our power. The first time I heard Jim Trezise say this slogan, I thought to myself, this is in the late 1990s, what on earth is this man talking about? Because nothing in that slogan at all related to growing grapes or, of course, promoting wine. But over time, and the more I got to know Jim over the 25 plus or so years, who's counting, right, that I've known Jim, I realized just how very wise that statement is. Because what Jim was doing was not just promoting grapes and wine, but he was really building a community. And for that, I really respect and admire his leadership, and I'm so happy that he's getting this award. So for Jim, strength and unity meant routinely seeking out partners, from tourism businesses to wine writers to farmers and other commodities throughout the state. I lost track of just how many times Jim plugged Farm Bureau membership in his newsletter, or how many of the state's excellent wineries decided to sponsor the Foundation for Ag Education's golf tournament every year, just because of Jim's leadership and convincing people that sponsoring the foundation was the right thing to do, not just for grape growers, but for all of agriculture. For Jim, the power and diversity meant that the wine community's 30-year struggle to become today's overnight success story also meant that the sometimes uncomfortable challenge in welcoming new neighbors to the growing craft beverage industry, reaching out to collaborate with occasional competitors, and knowing that growing the entire region and state profile will help everyone to grow and hopefully more profitably. I mean, what you see now in the cider industry, the distillery industry, and the craft brewery industry was really in part built by Jim's leadership. He made it far easier for others to succeed in the path that the wineries had. And really, we wouldn't have such a strong wine industry in New York State if it weren't for Jim. Of course, the grape farmers themselves advocated tremendously for a lot of different changes in laws over time. But really, I think everybody was pulled together and coalesced under this vision for what the wine and grape industry could be, just because of Jim's dedication and his leadership, and most importantly, his belief in convincing other people that it was possible to have different conditions and that it was possible to achieve profitability. The Distinguished Service Award has always been about service to the Farm Bureau organization and to the broader community of farmers in New York State. Jim's exceptional leadership and collaboration have always meant a great deal to me, both personally and professionally. I'm truly proud to call him a good friend and hope that we can all learn from his example and strive towards that broader goal of unity, diversity, and building a strong community of farmers in New York State.